In our last couple of videos, we were talking about arc measure. Arc measure is in degrees. This video, we're going to be talking about arc length. This is its literal length, its distance from point A to point B. How long is that arc? Okay? The cool part about this is you already know how to do this. It's a new vocab word, arc length. So what we're looking for, so let's say we have this angle and we have this arc here. We are looking for the distance from this point to this point. It is on the outside of the circle, and we already know how to find the full distance around that circle, that's circumference. So we're going to be using that when we're dealing with our arc length. What we're looking at is we just want this piece of that arc, okay? Or this piece of the circumference. So all we're looking for with arc length is a portion of the circumference. What piece are we looking for? The cool thing is there's a nice little formula here. Depending on the angle that we're given, that angle is part of the full 360, that full circle. That's what's telling us what part of the circumference we're dealing with, and then we multiply it by 2 pi r. So whatever your angle of your arc is, so your arc measure over 360 times 2 pi r. That's all it is. So here, let's say we have that 90, so I'm going to put 90 over 360 times 2 pi, and then my radius here is 10. And that's going to tell me the measure, or not the measure, the length of that arc. So I'm going to go ahead and do some reducing here. 9 over 36, then 9, so I get 1/4. So 2 times 10, that's 20 pi over 4, which can reduce to 5 pi. That's our exact measure, and then we could go ahead and take that to a calculator. So 5 times pi, and that is going to give me about 15.7 meters. Okay, that's all it is. So I've got two examples here doing the same thing. They might not come out to be a nice 5 pi, but that's all we're looking for. So here I have my angle, which is 48 over 360 times 2 pi r. So 48 and 360, those are both divisible by 12. So I'm going to take that to 4 and 30. So that's going to become 2 and 15 times 2 pi 7. So that's going to give me 28 pi over 15. Again, this is the exact value, but I can go ahead and plug that into my calculator to see what that equals. 28 pi divided by 15, that's about 5.86 inches. Okay, again, part of the circumference. So what part of the circle? And then find the circumference of that circle. So we've got one more here. So we're going to have 240 over 360 times 2 pi r. So again, 24 and 36. So that's going to give me 2/3. 2 pi times 5. So that is 20 pi over 3. And I can go ahead and ask my calculator. 20 times pi divided by 3. And I get 20.9 yards. Okay, so again, if you just remember this, part of the circumference or the portion of the circumference that we're looking at, that's all our arc length is. Okay, good luck.